Hi, folks. If you don't remember me, I'm Darin Holden, Executive Director of Camp Anokijig. And I'm here today to bring you some exciting updates and even more exciting news about things going on at Anokijig right now. Now, many of you know that we are nearing our 100th anniversary of living our motto of We Serve. 2026 is just around the corner, and that's when we'll celebrate that 100-year milestone. Now, back in 2017, before the hiccup of the pandemic, our board of directors and staff started to look forward to that centennial. And looking forward, it was not just to plan what great celebration we could have, but we asked the question, what does Anokijig need to keep its mission of serving kids, teens, and families? What does it need to be vibrant for years to come? Very quickly, we came up with a short list of issues to address that will help us steward this great facility and program into the next generation. Those were health and safety, increased off-season opportunities, spring, fall, winter, increased efficiencies, program development, and a facelift for our current facilities. Now, first and foremost on that list is to address safety. As you know, since its founding in 1926, Anokijig has grown by leaps and bounds. From those first few sessions of 60 or so kids to our current capacity of 350 campers and over 110 staff each week of the summer. On a full summer session now, we have just shy of 500 people in camp. And Anokijig still works great in providing incredible, independent, life-changing experiences for all of them. However, some of our facilities need to grow to match that demand. In the 20s and 30s, that little dining hall on the hill served those campers well, but after many additions to meet growing numbers, in the late 40s, it was time for a new home, and Western Lodge was born. Now, Western Lodge, that quintessential camp building, the fort on the hill, has served us amazingly well over the past 74 seasons as our main dining hall and centerpiece of camp. It still does a great job and will for many generations, but it needs a little help. It needs a fresh coat of stain, upgraded windows, upgraded doors, and an improved parking lot entrance that matches its grandeur. More importantly, our great lodge has served as a gathering space during storms to provide underground shelter over the past several years. However, its underground space will only shelter about 180 of our nearly 500 participants. Therefore, it's just not enough space. After looking at many options, it was decided that the biggest, most immediate need for Anokijig going forward was a safe underground space for all of camp to gather at a moment's notice whenever the need would arise. The answer? We need a new building. We need a new building to complement Western Lodge. Now, it was decided in 2018 to start the process of planning just such a building. And as we started that process, we decided that if we had a basement big enough for everyone, what other challenges could the addition of some upper floors solve? The answers: an expanded health lodge facility designed for today's camper numbers and today's health standards would drastically improve our ability to serve the health and medical needs of the current volume of campers. A year-round winterized office area where our full-time staff can plan and produce all of those great programs without the prospect of moving twice per year to escape the cold. And a new indoor program spaces for rainy days and school groups, increased capacity for the growing demand of our winter season programming, and that space could also allow us more opportunities to serve our local community with space for team building events, corporate events, and local celebrations. Now, having weathered the storm of the pandemic, with camp participation and programming now back to normal, through a lot of really responsible financial stewardship and the use of every available grant fund that we could find, Anokijig is in a very good financial shape, with financial reserves invested to keep us healthy. Now, given those factors, we've decided to start to realize and invest in the future of Anokijig now. It is time to build. Now, I am happy to report that the team at Quash's Construction and Growth Architects has come up with a particular facility that will address most of those items: the health, safety, and program needs, and more. a facility that will serve as a great support facility to all that Western Lodge provides. Situated just to the east of Western Lodge in Vesper Hill, Centennial Lodge is about to be born. It'll have all the functions that I described, and it will be attached by a raised walkway right into Western Lodge. So to those of you who may be nervous, no, Western Lodge will not go away. It will continue to serve us just as it has in the same way for the last 40 years, even better. Now, to make the most of the new lodge, we also plan to build a few new staff housing facilities so we can repurpose some of our existing facilities into camper housing to increase that off-season capacity for the fall, spring, and winter. All great new additions to Anokijig. Now, of course, all of these new facilities don't come for free. And gone are the days that a handful of volunteers with hammers on a weekend can make this type of project happen. To make this a complete reality, we'll need to secure about $6.7 million. Our biggest building project since 1948 and our biggest fundraising goal since Anokijig became an independent camp in 2006. Now, as I said, we started planning this change nearly 5 years ago. Along the way, we also started the process of securing funds for it. I'm happy to report that due to the generosity of those that we've contacted so far, we have already secured over $2.5 million towards that total goal. In fact, the funding to restain Western was some of the first that came in. If you visit camp today, you'll see that Western is 80% done and looking pretty. Now, as we weigh our options going forward, we could wait until we had the whole campaign done to start to build. But we've also decided that the importance of that and the security of that underground space to protect our campers now in the event of a storm is so important that we are ready to build it now as we continue to raise the additional funds. If we start now, that basement will be ready to protect kids next summer in 2024. This is the most important thing. To that end, this fall, we broke ground on Centennial Lodge. You can visit our website to see the plans and the photos. We are even working on a live webcam so you can watch the progress. However, remember, in construction, everything always looks worse before it looks beautiful. You might say that right now we're in the, let's say, making sausage stage of a new facility. But with a little luck, with the weather, the builder is planning to hopefully have us in Centennial Lodge by next July. Now, over the next several months, we'll be reaching out to all of our Anokijig supporters to push that fundraising total up past that $6.7 million goal. We hope that when we reach out to you for your support, that you'll feel it in your heart to reach deeper than you ever have, to reach into that pocketbook and to help us make this essential project all happen. We want your help to help us steward Anokijig into its next century and beyond of serving hundreds of thousands of more lives. In fact, starting December 1st, we have a donation match that has been offered by a great supporter. They will match up to $35,000 of donations received over the next 3 weeks. Now, you can put in your donation at www.anokijig.com. Expect a lot more updates soon. Watch your social media. We'll be sending out emails, letting you know what's going on. It'll be all headed your way very soon. If you've got any questions, give me a call, shoot me an email. Our offices are right at camp. And until we meet again, stay safe, serve somebody, and Rick Tick.